go, dude.
Once the most downloaded game on the planet, Garena Free Fire, now just Free Fire, was the most beloved jewel of the Battle Royale community.
Oh my goodness, dude. We're about to drop our 30 bomb, bro.
Peaking at 150 million daily active users in 2021.
Oh my god, dude. That was insane. That was insane.
It's safe to say the game's rise was astronomical. But unlike planets, it didn't stay in orbit. Free Fire has come crashing down from its lofty heights, leaving gamers and programmers perplexed.
Oh my god, bro. Like, why did anyone play Free Fire, bro?
What went wrong? How did they get there? And is there any hope for arguably the greatest mobile game in history? But first, if you love gaming documentaries like this, or gaming in general, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more. Free Fire was born on the 8th of December 2017, developed by 111.studio and published by the Singaporean game publishing company Garena International for Android and iOS. Released in a time when the mobile game market was fast on the rise, the game's timing was inch perfect. The game endeared itself to gamers with its accessible gameplay, fast-paced matches, and low system requirements. This meant low-end mobile phone users could enjoy the game just as much as anyone else, and this enabled them to break into previously difficult markets in Asia, South America, and large parts of Europe. India especially was the second largest source for new installs at that time, till the end of 2021. Initially, the game was a massive success, getting 182 million downloads in 2018, which was among the world's top downloaded games that year. By 2021, this would reach 1 billion downloads on Play Store. By the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020,
the Health Organization has officially called it COVID-19. CO for corona, Vi for virus, D for disease, and 19 because it started last year.
Free Fire had an estimated 80 million daily active users on its servers, which at that time took some doing. And the best part for Garena execs, revenues. By 2018, the game was generating $19.3 million every single month. Between 2019 and 2021, Free Fire was among the world's top earners for mobile games, and games in general, earning over $2 billion in revenue. They have racked up many awards along the way, like the Best Popular Vote Game by Google Play Store in 2020, the Esports Mobile Game of the Year in 2020.
Of the year is
Free Fire.
Free Fire also won the Best Battle Royale title in 2021, and more recently, they won the Sensor Tower APAC Best Shooter Game Award in 2023. They set the record for the most concurrent viewers for an esports event in 2021 at 5.4 million viewers. At peak time, the most for that year and in history until last year. Getting into the game in detail, it is a third-person shooter battle royale mobile game. With over 15 game modes, the game has a place for all niches of gamers. The most popular of these modes being Clash Squad, Lone Wolf, and Battle Royale. Battle Royale has been the face of the game for a while now. 50 players land on an island without weapons. Scraping and scavenging for weapons and equipment, players fight to be the last one standing. Obviously, this game can be played in ranked mode, which is even more competitive. The game has 50 plus characters to choose from, and can be played competitively on platforms like Free Fire World Series, the game's annual esports competition.
Are here today. Free Fire full of action. Qualifiers right here in Lahore, Pakistan.
Other tournaments include the Esports World Cup X Free Fire, the Free Fire Max India Cup, now obsolete. We'll soon find out why. But at that time, the game's massive success sparked multiple collaborations between Free Fire and big names in gaming, entertainment, music, and even anime. They collaborated with the likes of DJ Alok of Brazil, who was actually their first collaboration in 2019, and one of their most successful as well, due to his large following in Brazil and India. The next year, they linked up with Ragnarok Online and KSHMR, making items, costumes, pets, and for KSHMR, a new character was introduced as well. Free Fire ended 2020 by making renowned soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo a brand ambassador.
Initiate Operation Corona.
Not more than a month later, in January of 2021, they had their first collaboration of the year with popular anime series One Punch Man, adding crossover skins and missions to the game. Not long after Attack on Titans, another anime, Street Fighter V, the game and McLaren Racing, an F1 team, joined the Free Fire franchise.
Strap yourselves in for a brand new racing and gaming collaboration.
McLaren and Free Fire have teamed up to bring exclusive McLaren skins to the Free Fire game.
Stay tuned on how to unlock these.
There were so many more, but to list a few: Venom, Assassin's Creed, BTS, Justin Bieber, Spider-Man, Demon Slayer, Blue Lock, Naruto and Squid Game all collaborated with the game between 2021. And this year, the game's streamers also did them a massive solid in terms of spreading the word. YouTubers like Ajubai's Total Gaming, an Indian channel with 44 million subs, made the game very popular in Southeast Asia. Nobru, as well, boasting of 12 million subscribers on YouTube, led the South American front. With the waves Free Fire was making not too recently, what on earth happened? How did they spin out of relevance?
Why did anyone play Free Fire, bro?
Overtaken by their competitors who got bigger, better, and more popular. The likes of Call of Duty Mobile, PUBG Mobile, and Fortnite Mobile have left Free Fire fighting for scraps in the mobile game market. Well, Free Fire's downfall began in early 2022 when India banned the app. Consistent irresponsibility with sensitive personal information from the app's end and malicious network activity, which Garena predictably denies to this day, claiming this is all due to their ties with Chinese investors. We don't have the whole truth, but this was a time when India was clamping down hard on Chinese firms in their country. In any case, the Indian government took action, erasing the app from Google Play Store and App Store. Now, further context, India was Free Fire's biggest market. The ban was a huge blow to the franchise, and they could not afford to have the ban last for long, but it did. For over a year, Garena worked hard to restore their largest market, and they did. In August of 2023, Free Fire was relaunched in India. This time, though, working with Indian data hosting providers, ensuring the safety of user data. However, the game did not return as users left it. Now, updated to Free Fire Max, Garena had hoped this would lead to renewed success in the region, but this update had failed to carry on the features that made the game popular in the first place. Now, too slow, lagging, glitching, and unoptimized for low-end phones and phones in general, to be honest.
This game looks like it's, I don't know, man. It looks like you play it on one of those Pac-Man machines.
Mainstream gamers considered it a different game, and it certainly seemed that way. Playing competitively became impossible. The result? An exodus of players in their millions. Though there was a way to get the normal game. Through a VPN and from some less than legal websites, to put it nicely, a large portion of Free Fire lovers either weren't as savvy as to get a VPN or simply didn't consider it worth the bother. At this point, Free Fire realized returning the game to its original state was impossible, so they settled on simply cashing in on what they had, introducing the all-new pay-to-win system. Gone are the days when the game was purely skill-based and tactical.
Free Fire aims for you. There is zero skill in that game. Absolutely zero. It aims for you. Like, it locks on and you don't have to move your aim. That's why that game is ass.
Now, you can just about buy anything. Performance-enhancing skins, improved guns, pets, you name it. If you can pay for it, you can have it. You cannot grind the game anymore. Got matched with a dude with a shit ton of diamonds? You might as well not play, and most people didn't. Their lack of interest in improving the game was more obvious in how much repetitive content they pumped out to users. No new modes, new features, or useful updates. Just rinse and repeat the same form of content. They took out parts of the game that users loved and did not replace them. This hurt the old gamers and prevented new ones from joining. With no new tournaments for the largest theater of the game and the region with the biggest content creators, which is India, game innovation nosedived, gamer creativity went down the drain, and honestly, now it's pretty boring. And boredom is among the top reasons gamers quit games. Even the game's biggest streamer, Ajubai, can go months on end without doing streams nowadays, and his posts about the game are few and far between now. Adding to how the game isn't skill-based anymore, it's way too easy to hack. The amount of cheats and hacks on the game is honestly getting weird. Garena has tried to reduce these, it has to be said, banning over 1.8 million users for hacking and using cheat codes in official gaming events, but even so, auto headshot, seeing through walls, aimbots, the whole shebang.
You're dead! Dead, instant kill, auto aim, auto fire, it has the point. It has everything that you can need to get 3 kills. And like you were just saying, it's kind of holding mobile back, it being one of the best, one of the most viewed esports, like a game that insta locks on and it's just for you. Like, what is the point in having that?
This has affected the Free Fire community, or at least the community that remains. Lobbies are now so toxic and incredibly abusive. To be fair, all game lobbies are abusive, but Free Fire, it's tough in there now, unnecessarily as well. It's like,
Stop it. Get some help.
Old gamers get heat, everyone gets heat, so what do? They leave. Not worth getting abused on a game that is not that good anyway, and that makes it worse. The new players that come in are always worse than the last, and it's become a rabbit hole of shit humans. Free Fire's competition has not exactly made survival easier. Garena released Free Fire at a time when low-end phones had no access to high-quality battle royale games with good graphics and a competitive edge. This is no longer the case. The likes of PUBG Mobile, though less optimized for low-end devices, offer higher realism in graphics, and let's be honest, low-end devices are leaving the market as well, wiping out Free Fire's competitive advantage. Call of Duty Mobile also boasts higher competitiveness. With better game modes and more pro events, even Free Fire's diehards are being tempted. Even lighter games like Scarfall and Battlelands Royale are slowly gaining traction over the once most downloaded game on Play Store ever, Free Fire. The game is getting run over by faster, more optimized, and challenging games. It seems I might have overcooked it a little. Garena Free Fire remains one of the world's top mobile battle royale games. Their collabs are still rolling in, though much less than their peak. And that's the point. The game used to be much more and can be even greater still. But Free Fire has let complacency slip in. Cheaters, hackers, and modders have had much too easy access to the game, making it unenjoyable for competitive gamers. Garena, however, won't be too bothered by these complaints. After all, their revenues have not dropped, and if anything, have been on the rise. The over-monetization of the max version, and the normal version to some extent, as well have deflated lovers of the game, but fattened executives' pockets. Esports events, as regards the game, have plummeted due to the issues we mentioned earlier. Anyone in gaming knows fewer events means less publicity for the game, even fewer newcomers. Once Goliaths of the mobile gaming world, hosting hundreds of millions on their servers at a time, and formerly the most downloaded mobile game in history, Free Fire's peak was unprecedented as much as it was incredible. But now, a shadow of itself. Not quite dying, but definitely a sleeping giant. Will their developers finally tackle the issues that have hedged their meteoric rise? Or will the colossal game become a colossal failure? Only time will tell. For now, the diehards will keep at the gaming love of their lives, and casuals will continue ditching the franchise in droves.